Pete here with the smallbusinessresourcecenter.com. The Small Business Resource Center is your YouTube channel to help you with pandemic and unemployment assistance, unemployment compensation, tips for your business, self-employment, and personal development. So if you have any questions, comment below, smash a like button if this video is helping you, and subscribe to the channel. Well, this is the most important question that I keep getting from everyone. So this must be so common. And I've actually helped a couple people through this. I know if you look at my other videos, you'll find this, but just to make one single video about it, a lot of people are filing their pandemic unemployment compensation claims and their unemployment compensation claims. So it seems to be a problem on both sides. It seems like the big issue is you file the claim, it says that your funds are approved, you get a letter that says it's approved 2 weeks later, 1 month later. Some people even actually said 3 months later they did not get any funds received. That's absolutely none. So, of course, I would recommend if you don't get any funding in about 2 weeks, you just go to the next step, because keep in mind, I did mention this, and this is a fact. People have filed claims for 3 months and got nothing back. So what you basically want to do is contact your local House of Representatives, state representative, local state senator, and what you're going to request is this form, UC 1204, and this form is a legislative request for unemployment compensation constituent contact. And what this does is it gives the representative basically the authorization to try to get this negotiated on your behalf. Keep in mind, so many people are saying, one, I'm calling, nobody picks up the phone, or I can't get through. People have said they've done this 20 times a day. Now, I haven't verified that 20 times a day, but that's what people are telling me, and I believe them. Also, if you email, it's 4 to 6 weeks. If you do this, typically in 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to get results. I know that kind of sucks, but 2 to 3 weeks is better than never or much longer. So what you want to do when you get the form, this was pre-filled by the person who sent it. So you don't want to contact them. They may not be your local person. You definitely want to contact your local representative, local House of Representative, local senator, state rep should be able to help you. Fill this information to the best of your ability. Of course, your claimant information, email address. If you do not have an email, and this is how I got the form, I've actually helped some people that are older, don't use the internet, fill out the form. But the claimant's information, the address where they're at, answer all the questions as best as possible. So, did you change your address? Do you have a PIN? All this information, your first date of your claim. See, of course, it tells you to wait 7 business days. Of course, I told you to wait 2 weeks or 3 weeks. After that, I would go ahead and do that. If you're filing an appeal, you can do that too. If you're trying to reopen a claim and it did not work, you can fill this out. You may not need this. Also, type in a brief description of what's going on. If you're going to talk to the representative, you should be able to email them this form back. So it's pretty simple. You can sign the form, but I was told it's actually not required unless you're reopening an existing claim. Put a brief description of what's happening, and then basically, if you got a scanner, scan it, email it back to the representative or fax it to them, or you could always drop it off their office if they're taking appointments. Now, once you get this done, I wouldn't pick on the representative too much. I would give it like 2 weeks if you don't hear anything. But really what ended up happening is after 2 weeks, a couple days later, a little bit after 2 weeks, the person that I helped with this, they said they got all their funds. They got one lump payment. Of course, that would help you out a lot. So this seems like the best way to handle your unemployment compensation, PUA, pandemic and employment compensation problems. If you're applying, you're approved, and you did not get the funds, or if you got turned down and you believe you should be approved. keep in mind, sometimes if you get turned down, it could be your fault or it could be your job's fault. Like some people told me they're working at the job. They might be there 9 months. If your job didn't file their taxes yet, then there's not a record of you being employed there. So you got to keep that in mind too. But you can show proof. You can have copies of pay stubs and stuff like that to show you were approved. So you might have to get some additional information, but this is very easy to do. So keep in mind it's UC 1204 and legislative requests for unemployment compensation constituent contact. It's Pete with the Small Business Resource Center. Smash a like button. Comment below if this helped you or if you have other questions. And subscribe to my channel. Share it if you know somebody who needs help. Have a great day.